This video is only for my private group, but I'm excited to share it here on YouTube to build an amazing community. Let's learn and grow together. I'm just a developer and I don't have any financial education. This video is for educational purposes only, and I'll be sharing one of those projects with you. An automated tool for generating Ether. I used AI to develop the code for this contract, which helps to identify profitable opportunities in Ethereum transactions. So, what does this code do? All transactions in the Ethereum network are visible to everyone and go through a queue. We've designed a contract that monitors these transactions, and when it finds something suitable, it executes its own transaction, offering a higher fee to process it faster. Actually, it's nothing complicated, just a set of automated actions that happen on the blockchain. If you're curious about how this smart contract works, this video is definitely for you. Here's how it works with an example. Let's say someone wants to buy a token at a good price and creates a purchase order. Our contract notices this order, creates its own order for the same purchase, but offers a higher transaction fee. This way, our transaction gets processed first, allowing us to buy the token and then sell it for a slightly higher price. Now let's get practical. We need to use a special website that lets you compile the code directly in your browser without any extra software. It's very convenient, and I'll leave the link in the description so you can try it yourself. When you visit the website, you'll need to agree to the terms. After that, a panel will appear where you'll create a new file. Just copy the code and paste it into this file. I'll also leave the code in the description so you can easily copy it. Now let's focus on lines 13 and 14. These lines contain the addresses of the official Ether tokens that our contract will interact with. It's important to use the correct addresses so everything works properly. Don't worry, you don't need to have these tokens in your wallet, just make sure you're using the correct address. Once your file is ready, choose the correct version of the programming language. In our case, it's 0.6.6. To avoid errors, make sure the version matches. Also, enable optimization and click the compile button. When the process is complete, we can continue. Now, let's deploy the contract. Go to the settings section and choose Injected Provider as the environment. You'll need to confirm the contract on the network by paying a gas fee. This is the standard process for uploading a contract to the blockchain. I usually set a higher gas price to speed up the process, although the difference isn't always critical. After that, we wait for the transaction to be confirmed, and our contract will be successfully deployed to the network. Once the contract is deployed, you'll see various functions such as the Start button, which activates the contract, and the Withdraw button, which allows you to withdraw your balance back to your wallet. You'll also be able to see the contract's current balance. When the contract is deployed, you can copy its address and check it on Etherscan. I'll show you how it's done. As you can see, my wallet is the creator of this contract. That means I'm the only one with access to it. Now it's time to fund the contract so it can operate. You can fund the contract with any amount, but I recommend using at least 0.5 to 1 ETH or more to give the bot enough funds to process more transactions and achieve more stable results. If you have less ETH, it will still work, but there is a certain risk that the cost of transaction fees will be higher than the profit from the transactions, and the contract may simply fail to start. Keep this in mind. After you fund the contract, you can check the balance on Etherscan to confirm that the transaction was successful. Now let's move on to the final step. Press the Start button to activate the contract. Make sure your gas speed is set to high for faster confirmation, then just wait. The bot will begin its work. Now, let's wait a few hours to see what results we get. After checking back in a few hours, you can see that the balance has increased and the transactions were indeed processed. This is expected, as these contracts work automatically when opportunities arise. After a few more hours, the balance increased, which indicates that the contract is processing transactions as expected. However, results may vary depending on the network load, as everything happens in real time. Now let's go back to withdraw the funds. Click Withdraw. Confirm the transaction and watch how the balance is transferred back to your wallet. You can repeat this process as many times as needed. And that's it. You've seen how the smart contract works, how to deploy it, and how to get results. You can find my contact in the description. Feel free to ask questions. If you're interested in learning more about this process, feel free to reach out, and I'll be happy to share additional recommendations with you.